prevent stress. It's not just one fix. Okay, I'm not going to give you one thing today that you're going to take away and go, oh brilliant, I'm never going to be stressed again if I do this. Yeah, doesn't work that way, because there's like I said, you've got lots of things bombarding your brain, all the self-talk in your head that you say to yourself. Yeah, if you say things like, oh God, I'm just stressed, then that's the instruction you've given your brain. Okay, and your brain thinks in past, present and future tense in all in one go. So if you say I'm stressed, what you're actually saying to your brain is, I have been stressed, I am stressed now, and I'm always going to be stressed. That's how your brain takes it. So we've got to give ourselves a bit of a break on this, okay? It starts with the self-talk. That's the last point that I'm going to raise today, because we've done loads of work on that already. So, top tip number 1 then. It's not just one fix, remember, it's a multitude of things that you can take away. That's why I've got 10 in there for you to take away. So, this is something called the wellness wheel. Get a load of that. The wellness wheel. Say that after you've had a drink. What you've got here are all the different parts of people's lives, basically. And to be de-stressed, the first thing you need to do is do a diagnostic of where the stress is coming from. Okay? So on the wellness wheel, you've got occupation, so your job, your career. Spiritual. Now, spiritual doesn't, if you're an atheist, for argument's sake, it doesn't mean a godlike figure. Okay, if you're a Christian or a Muslim or whatever, you've got your own beliefs. That might include, that part of your life. But if you don't have a faith, it still means the time that you have to reflect, if that makes sense. Yeah, that reflection time. So, is there enough of that in your life as well? We know that we work 5 days a week, so we know that a big part of our week, 5/7 of our week, is going to be in this phase, but there is time before and after work and all that type of stuff. So, are we doing enough? Is the stress coming from occupation? Is it coming because we haven't got enough spiritual time, reflection, recovery zone type of stuff? Is it an intellect thing? Is it that your brain needs more learning and development around certain things? So what learning and development do you give yourself on a regular basis? Is it physical? We'll come on to that in a moment, okay? Is it physical? Are you getting enough physical exercise? Is it emotional? Have you got enough emotional contacts? Yeah? Are your relationships right? Are they causing you stress or whatever it may be? Is it environmental? For a lot of people during COVID, this has been a cause of stress because they haven't been able to go to the office and now they're working in a bedroom or off a kitchen table or whatever it may be. So again, this has been a particular cause of stress for a lot of people going forward. And social. Is it a social? Is it the fact that you're not getting your social hierarchy of need? Which again, during COVID, it's been a big issue for a lot of people, especially high yellow types of people. So this is a wellness wheel, and it's quite a good wheel to look at. I try and look at this about every 3 months. I sit down every 3 months. If I'll be really honest with you, I haven't done it this year every 3 months. I think last time I did it was probably pre-COVID. I'm probably due to do it again. And sit down and if you had to score your life in these areas at a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being this is a nightmare, 10 being it's absolute serene, what would you give yourself? Marks out of 10 for each of these areas. Because in order to deal with stress, the first thing you've got to do is diagnose it. Where's it coming from? And it's easy to go, well, it's all work. Well, okay, if it is all work, if it is literally all work, then you might want to consider the role that you're in. Yeah? Or is it the time, is it the way you're approaching it, or whatever it may be. You'll probably find there are other areas that are contributing towards this, yeah? If I look at this now, stress-wise, my work was quite high for me for the last few weeks. It's lowered down a little bit now, actually. Spiritual, I haven't had a lot of time for reflection in the last couple of weeks, so I probably wouldn't mark that very high out of 10. Intellectual, when I'm learning new stuff, that's probably okay at the moment. Physical, not done a lot. I haven't been out working on my workshop for the last couple of weeks, so I've been wrapping Christmas presents and things. So I need to sort that one out. That needs to go a bit higher. Emotional, Yeah, maybe I'm okay with that. I can have conversations with, you know, whoever I need to. Environmental, studios all set up. I did start going out and seeing other people, practicing, training again face to face and stuff. So it's okay. Still not the best, so it's still not high. Social, well, I'm still not seeing my family. I haven't seen my 90-year-old, my nan, and since March, so that's not that high either. So actually, if I did a bit of a diagnostic on where my stress is coming from, marks out of 10 in which areas of my life are brilliant versus not so brilliant, there's probably good 4 or 5 of them that I could think, okay, so how can I make a difference with them? So I urge you, take a screenshot of this while it's up. Yeah, take a screenshot if you want of this. Move out the way, there you go. Take a nice screenshot. Have a look at where your stress is coming from. Because the first point of call before dealing with stress is to diagnose where it's coming from, and then you can accurately go and deal with the stress. How to deal with the stress? Here's some ideas, okay? Seek out healthy activities. Now, for those of you that were on last week's session, you might remember that picture. I've put it up again. That picture came up when we did isolation impact. And I've put that up again purposely. And the reason I've done it purposely is because it's the same thing to get you out of isolation that it's also going to help with stress. The reason why I've put a picture of children up there is because sometimes it's worth asking yourself, what did you enjoy doing as a child? Yeah, think about what you enjoyed doing as a child, and then if you're not doing it now, go and do it again. I asked myself that question a number of years ago. Somebody said it to me, what did you enjoy doing as a child? And it was abseiling and canoeing and all that like stuff you did at Scouts. That's what I like doing. So I kind of thought, why can't I do that again? I've now got children, why can't I take them and do that? So we found a place with a climbing wall and got a couple of canoes and all this type of stuff. And all of that stuff, it de-stresses. What it does is it puts you in a flow, and yourself and time fade away. So this was a great learning point for isolation impact. It's also a great learning point for stress management, okay? Do something that you used to enjoy. Get into the zone and release some endorphins, okay? You've got to release endorphins into your system. Endorphins is the best thing, in my opinion, and the shortest, quickest hit you can get to deal with stress. So endorphins do 2 jobs. They generate and give you energy. They're released by the system. Yeah. They also eat away at negative chemical in your system, which is why if you've been stressed for the day and go out for a run, it doesn't take the problems away for the day, but you will feel a little bit more distressed about it because it's eaten some of that negative chemical away. So find something to do. So find something physical to do, but something that you enjoy, something that you did when you were a kid. Yeah, go and do it again. And I know we've got COVID restrictions still in place, but do you know what? People that make it happen go and make it happen. Other people sit at home and say, I can't. There's always some way of doing stuff, isn't there? Yeah. What did you enjoy as a child? Swimming. Swimming's quite a good one. The feeling of weightlessness in the body. It releases the muscles. Okay? You know, steam room, sauna, stuff, anything that takes away the tightness, because your muscles can actually go full circle and cause more stress when you are feeling stressed. So when I feel stressed, I get a massage. So I go and get one. There's a sports psychologist in the office building we're in. I knock on their door and go, get me in, will you? Get me in. I need you to work on my back, work on my neck. Yeah. So there's always stuff that we can do, okay? So seek out healthy activities, okay? Relax. This one fits into the massage one that I've just said. Stretching, but you don't have to go and have a massage in the middle of the day. Look at the picture that I've put up here. Stretching exercises. And guys, if you're really, just go with me on this, right? Because if you're sitting there now listening to me, how many people we got on this session? 33, right, okay. If you're sitting there listening going, oh God, this sounds like a lot of mumbo jumbo. Believe me, because I'm an anxious person, I have learned these things over many years. And if you do them in conjunction with each other, it makes a massive difference to your stress level going forward, okay? If you do them in an isolation, if you sit there and do a few stretches for the next couple of days and then stop and don't do anything else, you'll look back and go, well, that doesn't work. Yeah? So this is a combination of all of these things. If you're sitting at your desk all day, that's the other excuse I get from people. I haven't got time to go out for a walk. I haven't got time to go and get a massage. I haven't got time to go to the gym. Okay, well, sit there and stretch then. Sit there and stretch while you're in your work position, okay? Have a hot bath. Again, gentlemen, you don't have to put candles around it and have a bath bomb in it. Doesn't really matter. Red hot water relaxes the muscles in the system, helps people to de-stress. Massage, as I've said there, yeah? Invest in your sleep, okay? Now, what do you mean? What do I mean by invest in your sleep? Learn about how sleep works, okay? Go and research it. Find out how sleep patterns work. Make sure you set your alarm to wake up at the end of a sleep cycle rather than going into a new sleep cycle when you can. There are apps that will do this for you. There is information of what you shouldn't eat or drink before a certain time, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. Okay? So, work on your sleep, guys. Yeah, because that's one of the best ways to de-stress. If you have a bad night's sleep, it's like you start the day stressed. Your body hasn't got enough energy to do what you need to do, which makes you anxious and rolls on the stress. Okay? So, relax the muscles. Yeah? Our brains and muscles are not designed for modern stress, remember. They're designed to see a tiger in a jungle and run away from it once a day. They're not designed to sit at a computer and get stressed more and more and more and more and more all day. So you've got to give yourself, get some stretches going, do what you need to do in order to release that, okay? Number 4, eat the right thing. Okay, you'll see there, like donut, apple. I know we all want the donut, yeah? But eat the right thing, because certain foods will give you stress, certain foods will help you reduce stress as well on the back of it. So, it will help you control your mood swings as well. If you have like lots and lots of bad stuff and sugar stuff and all that type of stuff, I make a beeline for this now. If I've had a particularly bad day and I'm feeling a bit stressed because I've got 1,000,001 things I need to do and it all needs to be done by the end of the week, right? I would normally be in pretty bad mood, go and get a kebab and eat that, and then just like, you know, well, I just feel bad, so I'm going to go and eat what I want, yeah? I really purposely now don't do that anymore. So when I'm feeling bad, feeling stressed and under pressure, I will go and find the healthiest thing I can to eat. Because I know the goodness of that food is going to help me get rid of that stress. It's one of the things that I can take control of to go and do that. Okay? So, if you want some key foods, get your pen ready. Here are some key foods that help combating stress. Sweet potatoes. Look, don't ask me why these foods combat stress. There must be something in them that eats away at the negative chemical, right? But here are some. Sweet potatoes, eggs, fatty fish, garlic, sunflower seeds, and blueberries. Now that list is not exhaustive. That was the top 5 or 6 things that I could find to put on this slide. Okay? So again, do a bit of research. What food can you eat? As well as the activities that you can do, as well as the stretches and the relaxing that you can do. Hopefully now you're starting to 3. I mean, we've only done 3 things there really. Yeah, but if you start to do them in combination, it majorly helps your stress move forward, okay? Or get rid of it, whichever way you want to do it, right? Number 5, even though number 5 is 4-4-4. Okay, so get comfortable. Close your eyes. We're going to do this live right now. Okay? So everybody on the session, get comfortable. Close your eyes. This is called 4-4-4. It's called square breathing as well. Okay? So, I want you to picture a relaxing place in your mind. So pick, in your head, find a place that is relaxing. Mine is normally the beach on one of the Canary Islands. Yeah, sitting on a lounger listening to the waves just slap up to the sand, okay? That's my picture. Think of your picture. Think of a nice, relaxing place, okay? And I'm going to take you through what square breathing is, because this is quite a good one to de-stress when you need to in the moment. Okay? So, breathe in through your nose whilst counting to 4 slowly. Feel the air enter your lungs. So, then hold your breath inside while counting slowly to 4. Try not to clamp your mouth or nose shut. Then begin slowly to exhale for 4 seconds. Okay? So we're going to go through this again. What we're going to do is we're going to breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to hold it 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? I probably said that a bit quick. Make it a little bit slower. Okay? So let's do it all together now. Close your eyes. Think of your relaxing place. Okay? So we're going to breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to hold it 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. That's called square breathing, okay? Or the 4-4-4 model, okay? The reason it's called square breathing is you hold it, think of a square, hold it for breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, breathe out for 4. Breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, breathe out for 4, okay? What that does is it calms your heart rhythm down, okay? It gives you more air into the lungs, because when you're stressed you tend to breathe quite rapidly, okay? It gives you more air into the lungs and it calms your heart rhythm down, okay? And if you're looking at this going, sounds a bit mumbo jumbo, believe me, it works, but you've got to do it for a few minutes, okay? So, breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Do that a few times. And if you can make your 1, 2, 3, 4 a bit longer, so breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. It releases chemical from your system, okay? So, if you want an immediate de-stressor, 4-4-4. Remember 4-4-4. And you can do this as often as you like during the day. It doesn't make any difference, but I would repeat it 4 times. So you could actually go 4-4-4-4, couldn't you? Yeah? Breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, breathe out for 4, and do it 4 times. Okay? Just give yourself that moment. It drops the heart. Okay? It physically slows your heartbeat down, and it gives you more air into the lungs to be able to work with, which means you're more alert and you're able to go and then deal with it. So I hope you like that. I thought I'd put it in there because it's quite a good. You'll normally find this when people have got lots of anxiety or have panic attacks and things like this. You can use this model, but there's nothing stopping you using this model when you're feeling a bit stressed during the day, when you've had 5 emails all saying different things about the same thing you're working on. Just take a moment. Take a moment. 4-4-4-4. Okay, hopefully that will help you guys. Something that I use. Okay. Next one, number 6. Slow down. Okay, slow down. Life won't slow down, but you can. So, this is a really good one. If you're driving on the motorway, when you're stressed, you'll be in the fast lane. It's as simple as that. Yeah. Drive in the slow lane for a bit. If you're not the type of person that drives in the slow lane when you got on the motorway, I'm not that type of person. I don't normally sit in the slow lane, right? Give it a go next time you're on the motorway. Drive in the slow lane, yeah? Which might mean you need to give yourself a bit more time to get where you're going, that's fine. Drive in the slow lane. I promise you, it has an amazing effect. It really does when you're not having to get around a car and get to the next one and move out the way and everything else. Just try moving into that slow lane. But to be honest, it could be a little bit of a kind of a lesson for life, that, couldn't it? We live our lives in the fast lane. Our society is fast these days, yeah? Sometimes we need to sit in the slow lane for a bit Okay, and again, if you're going, I've got no time to sit in the slow lane, that's fine, but at some point, if you're always in the fast lane, yeah, you're going to miss your turn. If you are always in the fast lane, you're going to miss the slip road. Sometimes we have to get in the slow lane a bit to get off when we need to get off. So just bear that in mind, okay? Yeah? 5 or 10 more minutes, add 5 or 10 more minutes into for tasks that you need to do, yeah? Take regular breaks. If you sit at your computer for 8 hours, no good. No good. Take regular breaks, okay? You need those breaks. Came in the, that hasn't come in order, has it? How am we going? Hang on, gone too quick. Gone too quick. Choose priorities. Choose your actions for the day. Have a priority system in place. I run one called Franklin Covey ABC system, okay? Google it, find out, and have a priority system. It will help you, okay? If you run the race as fast as you can, you will miss enjoying the journey on the way. Okay, so that's just a bit of a let's slow down, okay? Number 7, mindfulness. Now I'm not going to go into this in detail because next Friday we've got a session all on mindfulness. But mindfulness is about calming the mind. You might do it with the 4-4-4, okay? You need to learn, understand what triggers are. Repetition is good for triggers, and don't wait for the right mood to do it. You have to do it when you're not in the right mood. But I'm going to do a whole session on mindfulness just before Christmas because it's a great one to take away into the Christmas break and have some time to be able to do it, okay? Number 8, have balance. So it comes back to your wheel that we talked about. So earlier on we used it as a diagnostic tool to find out what was causing you stress. Now you're going to look at it and go, do I have balance in my wellness wheel? Do I have the same balance of work to social, to environment, to physical exercise, to spiritual? Or is my work-life balance out, for argument's sake? Or is my social and physical balance out? Whatever it may be. So this is about going, do I have balance with these things? Do I make time and have balance across this wheel? So again, if you didn't take a screenshot before, please take it now. Okay, because again, really useful to look at the different areas of your life and have balance, because that will be a de-stressor. You won't get stressed as much, okay? Number 9, talk it out. Talk to somebody if you're stressed. Friends, family, professionals. Go onto the website because the NHS has lots of talking therapies available for people, okay? The stigma is gone. Okay, if you want to go and see a counsellor, you haven't got to be crazy anymore. Okay, 10 years ago, if you saw a counsellor, crazy, something wrong with you, all rubbish. Yeah, go and talk it out. I've seen counsellors. I saw a counsellor when I was going through divorce. Yeah, because I was hurting, I was stressed, I was anxious, I went and somebody helped me. Go and talk to people when you're feeling stressed. Get it out. If you get it out, you're half the battle is won. You've talked to somebody, you've got it through, you've got it out, okay? So please go and talk it out if you can. And finally, to finish the session, make sure you're talking to yourself in the right way. You guys knew that I was always going to come back to this point when it talks about stress. Remember, stress is ours that we generate. So if we are talking to ourselves in the right way, we can eliminate stress triggers. So find out what causes the triggers. What are the triggers? Do that diagnostic work on the wellness wheel. Find out what those triggers are, and then either avoid them or come up with a way to deal with them more effectively.